Kevin Costner's top 10 films ranked. Kevin Costner has had a long and distinguished career as a filmmaker, but some of his movies stand far above the others. Here are the top Kevin Costner movies, ranked in order. 10. McFarland, USA. Costner is best known for westerns, action films, and romances, but McFarland, USA is an interesting outlier in his film career. Costner plays a high school cross-country track coach in the 2015 film, which draws on the true story of a mostly Latino track team in an underfunded school that becomes a championship team under the guidance of Costner's character, Jim White. The film was a hit despite its unusual subject matter, earning more than $45 million in release against a budget of $17 million. Number 9. The Postman. Alright, okay, simmer down a minute. Yes, many Costner fans, and certainly critics, took issue with The Postman when Costner released it in 1997, but hear us out. Costner stars as a drifter in a post-apocalyptic world who decides to try to restore some sense of order by donning the old uniform of a letter carrier and delivering the mail, and that theme, along with a very long running time of just under 3 hours, left audiences cold at the time, giving Costner a rare box office bomb. However, a fresh look at the movie reveals that it was innovative, well-directed, and features a strong performance from Costner, who also directed and produced. It's a buried treasure among Kevin Costner's top 10 films. Number 8. The Highwaymen. Costner teamed with Woody Harrelson in the 2019 period crime thriller The Highwaymen, which received a brief theatrical release before it began streaming on Netflix. The film follows two former Texas Rangers who team up to track down and apprehend Bonnie and Clyde, loosely based on the actual events that led to the gruesome deaths of the two notorious criminals. Costner's world-weary performance as Frank Hamer is a study in contradictions, earning the film a spot among his very best. Number 7. Wyatt Earp. Costner starred as the legendary lawman in the classic 1994 Western Wyatt Earp, heading up a massive all-star cast that includes Dennis Quaid, Gene Hackman, Isabella Rossellini, Mayor Winningham, Bill Pullman, and many more. The epic film traces up from his childhood on a farm in Iowa through his time as a lawman and the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. Number 6. Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures is a good example of the kind of film Costner gravitates toward, as it tells a real-life story that had previously gone untold. The 2016 film tells the story of 3 black, female mathematicians who played a critical role at NASA during the space race. Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Janelle Monáe rightfully own most of the spotlight, but Costner plays a pivotal role as Al Harrison, the director of the Space Task Group, and his star power helped propel the film to massive box office success, earning $236 million against a budget of $25 million. Number 5. Bull Durham. Costner scored one of the most important breakthrough roles of his early career in the 1988 romantic comedy sports film Bull Durham. He stars as Crash Davis, a veteran catcher for a AAA baseball team who's brought in to help prep a rookie pitcher, Tim Robbins, for the major leagues. The film also stars Susan Sarandon as a baseball groupie who's torn between the two men, and it serves as a perfect vehicle for Costner's mix of drama, wry humor, and romance, allowing him to play to all of his strengths on screen. Number 4. JFK. Costner heads up another tremendous all-star cast in JFK. The 1991 political thriller features Costner as prosecutor Jim Garrison, who tries to use the U.S. court system to prove a conspiracy was behind the assassination of John F. Kennedy and that Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone. Kevin Bacon, Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Oldman, Sissy Spacek, and many more also appear in the acclaimed film from director Oliver Stone, which was nominated for 8 Academy Awards and won 2. Number 3. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is another film that's an absolutely essential part of any list of Kevin Costner's best films. The 1989 sports drama is also a fantasy in which Costner plays Ray Kinsella, a farmer who builds a baseball field in his cornfield. That field attracts the ghosts of baseball legends, leading to a major life change for him and his family. The film's main tagline, "If you build it, he will come," is one of the most often misquoted lines in cinema. Number 2. The Bodyguard. Costner scored one of the biggest commercial successes of his entire career with The Bodyguard, a 1992 romantic thriller directed by Mick Jackson. Costner plays Frank Farmer, a former Secret Service agent hired to protect Rachel Marin, a superstar singer and actress who is being increasingly threatened by an unknown stalker. The pairing of Costner and Whitney Houston in her film debut proved explosive and irresistible, and the movie was a box office smash and fan favorite despite receiving tough reviews from critics. Number 1. Dances with Wolves. Costner scored a career-altering breakthrough with Dances with Wolves in 1990. He directed and produced the film, in which he starred as Union Army Lieutenant John Dunbar. Dunbar journeys to the American frontier in search of a military post and ends up living among the natives, with whom he established an unexpected connection. The film was a critical and commercial smash, earning nearly $425 million at the box office and winning 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, Costner, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Film Editing, Best Cinematography, Best Original Score, and Best Sound Mixing. The film's success took Costner from bankable leading man to one of the most successful movie makers of his generation, and it's by far the most important film of his career.